welcome to OTSU Esports Overwatch. I'm here with Nat.
Hello, hello.
All right, and we're playing University of Alberta tonight. Following up with that, with the winner of St. Clair's versus Montreal. My money's on St. Clair's. I think everyone's money's on St. Clair's, to be honest with you. But you never know. Montreal might be gamer gods. That is assuming we win, which we are on the Ontario Tech stream, so like typically we assume. Hey, you never know. Come in with the Paul instead of. So our team's probably going to be coming out on either dive comp or a comp, as is customary in this meta.
Initiating match.
Why? Is Vishkar doing research on me or something?
Oh, I am
Yeah, it looks like what's
intrigued
coming out
by
on
how the sound moves behind my
comp, and
eyes
they're also
when I
gonna be
listen.
Oh,
Actually,
that's
they're
because it's
playing
binaural.
Actually, I heard on the grapevine
Glad you
that
like
they
it.
might do this. And you actually might see the Nacho Cream switch onto Ryan. Ryan, one of his customary picks here.
2, 1. Round 1.
I have opened the bar.
Well, I can say that the DPS on both sides, the Sim and the May, is very complementary. On that, just because of May is space and need space, same with the Sim. The Sim TPs are huge for the top.
so
Just set up the turrets and you're good.
Yeah, so we're gonna see the walls trade there. And our lamp's down as well. Rick's lamp, another wall can slam down. Kind of finding nothing. Nacho Cream getting pretty low here. So we're at a total cooldown trade here, but they have the point. Now this fight's not looking so hot for Ontario. That's a great wall. Annie, don't find much on it. Alright, Cal gets 2 because he's a crack addict. I'm not allowed to say that. That's funny. Cal is cracked, as they say.
Yeah, he likes to see the fire crack. I have to like the campfire.
Oh. Now they should be moving up to the high ground here. Cal might be looking to taxi any members who have died. No, they're sticking point. Interesting. This is not how we play this in scrims. They might be sticking point because they don't want to give up the space to the Rhine. The Rhine is great at taking space. Not so great at holding it into a poke comp. This is a great wall from the red team.
It's worth noting that they have 2 ults. They have Rhine ult.
Giant freeze.
They just use May ult. They just use Rhine ult.
Yeah. Getting 1 kill back. Not looking like it's going to be clutchable, so probably the calls come through. Yeah, the call came through just to end the fight there. They're putting up a good fight here. Let's see. So that's 3 ults for 2. And we're going to swap over to the Risa. So the Risa is actually a Rhine counter. We've talked about this in the past. They're going to go Risa and Vegamon is going to make the switch over to Bastion. It's going to be really tough for the Rhine to navigate now. Now, granted, we have not scrimmed this comp, at least not since the Orisa changes. So we'll have to see how the Orisa does.
We just see the deep freeze from the May.
Massive
that's
freeze.
2.
Massive. Down. Okay. That's a quick, clean fight for Ontario Tech here. Love to see it. They are almost on their mails. Out of really far from a wall. That means that they'll be left. That red team will be left with a beat to do with what they will. This Ryan's playing much more scared into a Bastion and Orisa. Form, the wall,
Oh.
and they're going to back up off that mail. So that mail is a total waste. Gets nothing. Great speed. So, oh, our mate gets picked, beat. It's not looking so hot for red team though, honestly. Yeah, there comes the picks, and we're done. So,
Yo.
red team is going to have one final fight here. They might get two, depending on how they play. But if red team is playing might use Shatter Window, or they might use nothing. Quickly becoming last fight for them, with 2 fights. Ults into 1. Shatter finds nothing. No window either team. 1 pick for us.
I got the Lucio.
Yeah, so what
And
we're
then
seeing
that's
here
over.
is a lot of, I mean, the counter picks are really strong here into Orion, so we'll have to see if red team has got the hero pool to adjust into this, in their Reinhardt into a different tank, maybe. Probably their best bet would be probably a Sigma or even a Ramatra could have some more play.
Well, we just see Alberta side.
Yeah, so Alberta's switching on to what we would expect. So the question is, you know, what was up with the Rhine? So are they more comfortable on the Rhine, and the Sigma is like, you know, something they're not playing? You know, they're not used to scrimming this, or like what's going on with that, right? Because the Sigma is the meta. That is like the typical pick on pretty much every map, unless it's a dive map, and then you might see something like. Doesn't know that though, so they're still on this Orisa, so you can probably expect them to lose this first fight, unless there's some heroics. Good though, we've gotten onto the point, and we're sort of pushing them back. This is a little bit aggressive from Nacho time, but they get a pick off the back of it. The pick for Lamp is good trade. Point as well.
Got the point.
Excellent, excellent usage.
Turret form.
So you can see there that this Sigma squishies are ahead of him in the fight, so he can't use his grasp to mitigate the damage from the Bastion's shift, which is a lot of damage. You can see they both go down in quick fashion. Red team's coming up on Flux and Window. We're coming up on... We already have a Window coming up on a Male, and pretty close to a... 2 ults to 3 coming into this fight. Comes the Window. Window into wall. There goes the BAP. No, he uses Window. Saves him. Ooh.
Oh, does the deep freeze get the Oris? Oh, that's 2 down.
Fight is 4v3.
Is it still winnable though? We can get
3v3. This one out. Orisa looking like a great pick, even in the face of this Sigma. Going to see equal ults from both teams here. So we got 4 ults v 4 ults. So we might see red team or blue team try and go for a dry fight. Probably red team, but it's also possible that we will see 8 ults next fight. Here's the Flux. Red team's Flux finds just a Mei. She should ice block that. Looking like an 8 altar. There's Window for the red team. Freeze for our team. Everything. This Sig got caught out. That'll be it for them.
Culture time got May, and Soldier should be dead here. That looks like .2 for Ontario Tech. Fall just to get point. Can they get point though?
No, the Ursa should block everything here. That's game 1. All right, we're coming back with map 2. So this will be Alberta's pick. So it's not surprising that they picked Kings Row. Kings Row traditionally a very Ryan favored map, but we have in scrims we have seen the poke played, and we have been playing the poke. So like we'll have to see how it turns out for them if they try and force the Rhine again. I don't think it's wise to try and force the Rhine, but I guess we'll see sort of what's going on with that. I would love to see Nacho Time lock in the Rhine. I know he plays it. So he's going to lock in the Orisa, which is really interesting. A little early to say, though. They could roll out on anything at this point. Rolling my games by walling his team. That's fine. That. We'll talk about that in VOD review.
The delta M of a given ray Q is approximately...
Good to see you.
The formula escapes me.
What playstyle does Alberta need with Orisa as it?
So, if they're going to try and play an Orisa into a Sigma... I mean, you did see it last map. So we did actually play this exact matchup last map. And the Orisa has got to be really, really aggressive. So the Orisa should be looking for our BAP. Rick should be experiencing a lot of pressure from this Orisa, just using all our cooldowns to just make his life not fun. Just make the game not fun for him.
Our Sigma is going to set up, try and get some space here, try to deny Orisa some space.
You'll probably see Vagabond swinging out onto the flanks. He's playing it safe for now because the Widow's a little bit scary. But this Sojourn pick is for finding flanks and typically finding the BAP. Coming into the fight now.
Yeah, but the problem with that Sojourn pick is that you're peeking into a Widowmaker, so it's going to be get any results from that.
Be neutral so far.
Vagabond might get a pick here. Maybe if we get a nice flank.
Well, coming
Well,
into the
actually,
1v1.
the Hanzo's flanking. Can...
Oh!
Oh, let's go.
So now you'll see Vagabond has got control of that high ground, so you just see him pelting people from the high ground here. Or breaks the thing. Just absolutely plunging damage. into
Oh,
this team.
absolutely great Maywall there. Just trapping the enemy.
Yes, you can see there that Ontario Tech played that really well. Just really waiting for the aggression from Alberta and then totally shutting it down. And you can see, like I was talking about earlier, this Orisa really needs to look to pressure this BAP, and she's not getting it done right now. So we'll have to see. Hopefully they adjust. We do love to see close series.
Have to set out a window, 2 windows on point, and a deep freeze. Sigma all comes up, should finish the BAP. Oh, actually, the beat just saved the BAP just in time. Krista actually just died.
Widow hits one though. So you'll probably see Ontario Tech will give ticks here in order to get their players back into the game. Probably about 2.5 ticks, I'd imagine.
Okay, they're
Roll out.
trying to push. Let's see if they can get back
Oh, it's
point.
a
It might be
great
too
arrest-
late.
aggression.
Oh, they actually touched. They're holding it.
Oh, the lamp is really good.
The Hanzo gets 1, but we get 2 in return.
2 and lamp. It's actually a close
The-
fight here.
The Vagabond ult are amazing. Got maybe 3 picks there just from
Probably
using the
contributed to 4 kills that fight, I'd say.
Good to see you.
Now the trouble here for OTSU is that they will be playing with only 1 tick to give. So, if there's a repeat of this fight that unfolds in a very similar way, they don't have ticks to give. So they're gonna have to fight it out on point, which is exactly what they want.
Yeah, that's a good point. It looks like Vagabond's pushing up here just to get a different angle here. Last time he was playing a bit more farther, but now he's being more aggressive.
And we're seeing the switch to Rhine. I don't know how good Rhine's going to be in this matchup. I think Ursa might have been better, but they seem like they really, really want to force the Rhine here. So, and you can see this Rhine just getting pelted.
Yeah, all of Alberta is just grouped up into one place right now, and it's hard for them to actually just touch at the moment.
You'll probably see them use their speed to get on. Oh, but there goes their BAP.
Oh, they're
As
going
for
for
that,
the
this is a
root.
really tough fight for them now.
No 4v4 on point. Actually, 2 down, 3 down.
And that's all she wrote for this point, I'm afraid.
And that's the second game.
No? Still have to attack.
Oh, the second round, I mean.
First round even. Natty's a little bit. Nat's a little confused today. That's all right. It's a strong showing from OTU though. So they've got to get 96%. So essentially, capping first will do it for them. Nat. Cap first. So we might see. We'll probably see poke again. But what you'll probably see is, I actually, you know what? I was ready to leak some stats, but I don't know if they'll use it. They may be keeping that one in the back pocket, the scrim stats. So, but we will probably see Ontario Tech go right here, try and set their Sojourn up on the high ground. That's what I imagine. And I'm gonna check the.
Yeah, we're gonna see OTSU try to take as much space as possible, try to just deny the point from Alberta.
We're in for a smooth ride, right?
You'll see the Ryan pick from University of Alberta. Looks like a very similar comp as we saw last round.
Yeah, so you can see that they're trying to play this Ryan again. Well, I mean, it's definitely, it really does suck, but it's probably weaker on defense because the shield HP will have to last them through all of the poke of Ontario Tech. Oh, you'll probably see Ontario Tech, the second they see this Ryan, they're just going to have this. They just play the waiting game and wait for the Ryan and his team to run out of resources.
Alright, they're being very quick, trying to get on point as soon as possible.
Here's the wall and the Bastion also. We might see some aggression. There's the wall from Ontario Tech. Red team, Vagabond gets picked. Find anybody? The biggest problem for Alberta here is just going to be the spacing. They're just going to get spaced out by Ontario Tech, and unless they have their shift to aggress onto them with speed, they're really not going to find much in the way of picks. Vagabond did go down last fight, so let's see if they can kind of repeat that again. Wall comes out. Counter wall
Oh, a
from Danny.
massive counter wall just to help us escape.
Big rock.
Ooh, they're trying to get the pick
So
on
you
the
can
bat.
see though, Vagabond has been able to set up on the high ground, and there goes their bat. Trades at Vagabond though for it.
Oh,
That's all so far.
the beat comes in, saves the Ryan, and we're down 2 players on point. It might just be a reset here.
That'll be a reset for Ontario Tech. Yeah. Rick gets one on the back end. That could prove interesting if they decide to speed on with the pick. Or it doesn't play slow enough. Hopping over to Arisa. Entering that.
Children already going on high ground, trying to get
Ryan gets
some
walled.
space here.
Picks.
Oh, the Ryan ult gets 1. We're already down 2 players. Ontario Tech's down 3 players.
And so far from Alberta, I've got to say.
We see one of the best ults, at least for this mode, Maze Deep Freeze. That's going to be massive just because all the players on Alberta, they're using the same space. They're not really spread out. If we can capitalize on that, that would be massive.
Yeah, so you probably see wall into deep freeze. Yeah, exactly that.
And then
Their
the
deep
enemy really
freeze.
counters with that, the deep freeze. But again, a great defense from the Bastion and
yeah, excellent ult
mostly the
usage.
Bastion. The Bastion really got some picks here, and Ontario Tech to be on more of a. Hey. There's still a minute left. We still have ults. We have Beats coming up in the second. We have Sojourn out. I believe it's Overclock.
Sojourn ult's gonna get popped. He goes to Lamp. That should be next.
Oh,
Vagabond
got the
gets
Lucio.
3.
Oh!
Gets taken
3
down, but it
massive
should be
picks,
enough
though.
value for them.
They started capping already. Let's see if they can get the May. They got the May. Made
Nice.
down.
Alberta put up a valiant
out
defense,
everyone.
but it'll be trickles now. Not much to make of it.
Oh, massive
spear
javelin
mid-air.
as the Kiriko was falling.
Yeah, that's it for Alberta on map 2. Yeah, really valiant defense from their Nat. I mean, it was looking really strong there up until the last 60 seconds when Ontario Tech managed to get their, get it together and get a solid push in. Really all down to Vagabond.
Yeah, Vagabond really helped create space, especially you're gonna see multiple picks here. These are key players that Vagabond's eliminating. Very massive just for ending that point there.
Really well done. All right. Coming in with New Junk City. That'll be your, well, I call it 6CP, but I think the official name is Flashpoint. That's its legal name. Junker City, I'll be real with you. Don't scrim this map that much. We usually prefer Survasa. It's our preferred map. But I think that we should be doing fine. We did play it in scrims, I think, twice last week. Trying to fix up that little bit of a hole in our map pool coming into this tournament.
So does Flashpoint offer any different strategies?
I'd say Flashpoint is by far the most chaotic map type in Overwatch. The map is, you'll see compared to the other maps, this map is absolutely gigantic, just humongous. There'll be, I think it's 5 capture points on this map, one central one which we'll go to first. It's sort of like an arena, and then there's 4 on the outside, and the map, as it progresses, will randomly pick one of the 4 outside points for us to travel to. So that's why you'll see a lot more Lucio play on this map, typically, and a lot more mobile heroes. You can see interesting. So this is an interesting adaptation that we've actually seen from a couple teams, but we have not picked up yet as a team. You can see Alberta playing a Genji. We've seen this a couple times on this map in scrims. It's a little bit of a confusing pick. It feels like it's not as good as a Mei, but well, I guess we'll have to see.
I feel even like the sim is really
Yeah,
so
just for the
much space with the
TPs.
portals.
You can see their BAP playing a little too far up there. It gets picked first, and the BAP really is a critical member of the team in this composition and in this meta in general. BAP is like such a strong hero. So if your BAP's getting picked first, you're really it really tanks your fight win rate. A lot easier to lose a DPS player even, for example. I mean, anyone getting picked is not ideal. But I mean, if you got to pick someone, BAP is not him, you know?
How would Alberta approach this point? Because Ontario Tech's going poke and they're taking a lot of space here. They're already at the front of the flashpoint.
You know, Nat, I'm going to be 100% real with you. I got no idea. We scrimmed this map twice. It seems like it's just
Looks like
really,
they're going
really,
around, yeah.
really annoying to approach the point, which you can see Alberta struggling with right now. There's just all these little doors you have to funnel through. I mean, it's just tough. You can see already Ontario Tech is just going to catch some of these doors, and they just have to leave. I mean, they just cannot force it through those doors.
Oh, but they split up.
Yep.
Alberta split up. 2 are going from the main point, and 2 are coming from basically
They're
the
coming
bad
from
side.
every nook and cranny they can
Yeah.
find, I'm pretty sure. Defensive abilities used to curb this aggression from our Bastion. Doesn't
But
find
they
much
still
of
have
it.
to touch in the next like 5 seconds just to get the point. It's already at 95. Oh, they're contesting 2 on point.
Risa goes down.
Oh, we
That
see
ult
the
is
enemy
really good if it
soldier
gets
get the
something.
overclock, but it's over.
That
Oh, it's not
is
over. Bap is still on
standing
point,
Still.
and Bap's dead.
Yeah, you see, they have to capture 3 points. So this is like so we play a best of 5 series, and this map is like a miniature best of 5. So like I said, there's 5 points,
Yeah.
and so whoever can get 3 of them first will be taking home the map. 1 down already for Ontario Tech. This point is pretty favorable for us, actually. It's nice wide open for our poke comp. Rotated faster onto the point, so that gives us a big advantage. It's 4 ults on 4 ults. I'd say Blade's a little bit better than Rational, but we don't have it.
Oh, we see the Sigma ult. They're trying to get Alberta off point. They haven't touched yet, but we might see the Terror Surge.
Yes, you can see actually Ontario Tech, we did overcommit to that fight a little bit. We thought we were going a little bit harder than they were. And so now we use 3 ults, and they take cover, and it's a little bit awkward on point, Matt.
Crowded. Oh!
Here comes the Blade, responded to with a beat and a deep freeze.
1 down. Oh, we did.
But that's
now we
actually
see the.
that's actually really good for Alberta. They get Blade, but don't find much in the rest of the fight. That
I
Blade
think
is
that was too
excellent,
little,
though.
too late, though.
No, I disagree, Nat. You see, that Blade was actually really excellent. He used 1 ult, he gets 2 ults out.
That's true. That's
So
true.
if Alberta had done the same thing that they showed they did last time, just we use 2 ults, they just leave, take some cover, relax a little bit. You know, look at the sights on New Junk City. All right, then come back in, and they have a big advantage.
Yeah, yeah.
2 teams will be coming into the next fight. Call it 2 ults to 1, though.
So for the losing team, is the point closer to their spawn now?
No, Blizzard didn't think that far ahead, I'm afraid. There is no inherent advantage to winning or losing. Totally random. And you hear that Alberta has gotten a good draw on the next point, so they got there first. That'll give them the big advantage in this fight coming up. Sigma gets walled, that's not good.
Oh,
Lamp
but
saves him.
the lamp saves him,
Still dies.
but still dies. 3 down. And Soldier gets away, but the Mei's on point and probably gonna die in a second. Down. Soldier's regrouping with their team.
Yeah, really tough. Really, really tough. dire straits for Alberta.
Off the Genji, which is interesting. Now they're on.
Trying to find the mobility with their Rhine. You'll notice that they switch the Genji and the Rhine at the same time. Could try to engage onto their comp, but unfortunately the aggression does get absorbed. You can see Ontario Tech with a big ult advantage here. Ults on the board, worth more than ults in theory. But it's looking good. They're getting their poke in. They're going low here. Should be an immediate drop from our Sig and our top, and they're totally cordoned off. They're going to try and
Oh,
TP
we
out.
get the defreeze on point. Ryan's dead. Sim dead. Fab
that's a
dead.
tough map.
Oh, enemy defreeze. Doesn't get any picks though.
They get Rick. It's too little too late. And that's going to be map 3 for Ontario Tech, and Alberta's going into loser brackets. Luck. Okay, so after this match here, I guess we'll take a second to look at the bracket. So Ontario Tech takes it home against Alberta. So that means that we will play the winner of St. Clair versus Montreal. St. Clair has already closed out that game against Montreal, so we will be proceeding directly into an upper bracket game. What is it called? Upper round 2 against St. Clair's. St. Clair's historically an incredibly strong team. Both 3-0 victories, didn't drop a single map either team, so we'll have to see what they're looking like up against each other. Now, Alberta and Montreal will go on to play each other in the losers brackets, and then whoever loses the St. Clair's versus Ontario Tech game will have to play the winner of that game again. If you had to ask me, I don't know. I didn't see the Montreal game, I suppose, so... In game 2.